Hey guys, so hopefully I've figured out my camera situation. It's been out of focus for a while. I'm hoping it's fixed now. If not, scream at me or something. I don't know, because people have been saying that it like goes in and out of focus. I'm trying to work on it, and hopefully now it's sorted out. Today we're doing a video about Temu. I've already filmed a video about Temu, and I received obviously a lot of comments being like, yeah, Temu seems a bit scammy, and then some comments that seem to be from like bots. Basically being like, you don't know what you're talking about, Temu's great, I just got my gift, you can get a gift too, click the link in the description. I mean, click the link provided. And now, more has come out about Temu. And I want to talk about it. I feel like a lot of influencers have either gone on the ride of Temu, because we've all received hundreds of invitations to do a sponsorship for them. I used to receive, at one point when Temu first was blowing up, I was receiving up to 10 a day of like, hey, do Temu, Nintendo Switch, do this. And it was just like insane. I couldn't escape it. Then I started going to my parcel room downstairs, nothing but orange bags, people ordering from Temu. And then I started seeing it on TikTok, people doing unboxings. Then it was YouTube videos. And then I would be like, I'm watching my favorite YouTuber in whatever capacity, and boom, Temu sponsorships. And I just felt like the whole time Temu was just another AliExpress, it was another Wish, it was another low cost, low quality, highly probably unethical way of producing new trendy items that are not going to be trendy in a month. It is not only not good for the environment, it's also not good for the labor market, the way people are treated. And this is nothing that I'm saying like, oh, 100% Temu does blank, but from the trend that I've seen with fast fashion, with fast makeup, with how quickly trends are changing, there is no way that we can produce things as quickly as we are producing and at the cost that we're producing them at without doing things in a way that is unethical to both humans and the environment. And I will not argue about it, because I'm now getting angry. I will not argue about it. If something costs £2 and it's a whole light up battery operated mechanism, there is no way that that was ethically made, because you have to pay people X amount per hour. It's usually all made of plastic. It's not very durable. You're going to throw away in a month. How is that good for the environment? Who knows? I know it's not good for the environment. So I'm not even gonna argue about why I think Temu is bad and why I will never take a Temu sponsorship. And why I don't buy from Shein, why I don't promote Shein, why I don't do fashion over hauls, why I don't buy from AliExpress, I don't buy from Wish. I try to limit my Amazon orderings. It makes it difficult because Amazon is essentially a monopoly. Am I gonna get scammed? I mean, am I gonna get sued? Amazon, even if you try to buy not from Amazon, for the longest time I was like, I'm not gonna buy books from Amazon, I'm gonna buy books from Book Depository, because I found it looked really cool, it looked like a small business. Nope, owned by Amazon. I use Goodreads, owned by Amazon. Started going to Whole Foods because I wanted healthy food, owned by Amazon. There's just no way to escape Amazon as a whole. So I try my best, but that's one versus like if I then on top of Amazon add in Shein, add in Fashion Nova, add in AliExpress, add in Wish, add in Boohoo, anything else. And once again, this is not a conversation of shaming people in poverty, shaming people who are plus size, shaming people who have no other option but to order from more affordable websites, because that is what they need to survive. There's not a talk of that. This is a talk of influencers taking sponsorships for Temu, for Shein, for Wish, doing these unboxings, having their own discount code for Fashion Nova where they make 5, 6, 7 figures, because they don't actually need that money, hence why they are making 5, 6, 7 figures from these things. I don't want to see Temu unboxings of £600 worth of stuff, because clearly those people are not in poverty. They're influencers and they are pushing you to ruin the environment more. How do we fix this? I mean, yeah, not everyone can afford to buy organic and handmade and ethically sourced. Like, not everyone can do that, and that's fine. But maybe, once again, this is like a bigger than topic of like, wages should probably go up if we want to be able to buy more ethically sourced and ethically created things. But that is a whole then separate conversation of like the economy, the state of the world, blah blah. Like, I'm trying to cover all the bases here, so before I get a comment saying I am blank 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 and therefore I have to buy from Fashion Nova, I've already come forward and said I get it. I am talking about the multi-millionaire influencers who can do without said sponsorship, and they should not be promoting these brands, because they buy this haul of £600 worth of Temu stuff and they just throw it away, or they give it to their cousin or their sister or their auntie, and it just makes a rotation through the family and then it ends up in the landfill because no one wants it from them, because they don't use that stuff. So they are forcing other people to use that stuff. Now, why am I talking about it again? So if you guys want to watch my past video, I'll have it in the description. I recently saw a few TikToks of people saying that they have been scammed by Temu. And by scammed, I mean their credit card information was sold to the black market. So that's definitely a scam of sorts. I'm gonna try and find a few TikToks that I kind of am talking about. I also found this article. I like to always link to an article because it's usually pretty well put out. I'll also link the Distractify article that I'm reading. Distractify, is Temu scam? Here are just a few customer complaints, and they have linked to 3 different TikToks by Dimples, Queen Nini, Vivia, and Shy011. So they're the 3 TikToks maybe that are like the best examples of this situation. I definitely saw the girl on the left in this article, and she talks about how her credit card information was sold.
Yeah, so my bank details got sold to the black market by Temu. I'm not fucking around right now. So they took $400, but it was in like really small portions for 2 months. So like once a day they would take out like $3. So like you don't catch on to it. And I kept getting messages from the bank I was with being like, suspicious activity. And I was just like, this is so bullshit. I'm not falling for this shit. Like they just want me to click the link and then they can hack me. So anyways, I got like 5 of them, just like, $100 been taken out, like, is this you? Like, you need to reply yes or no if this is you or not. And I was just like, well, it's not me, but I'm not falling for. So eventually I was like, just like to mum, I think my card's been hacked, like, because I couldn't buy something today, like my card wouldn't link up, and I was like, I'm so stupid. So I call my bank, and I'm just like, hey, like, I think my card, like, can I talk to like the fraud people? Like, someone's like hacking my card. And they're like, yeah, of course. And then I talked to them and they were like, oh God, okay, we've got 3 pages here of things that they have taken out of your account. Like, we're just gonna go ahead and like claim that wasn't you. And I was like, what the fuck? And like all of them were from like different countries and like different people, because the black market people use like a different IP address or something, I don't know. And I was like, that is so awesome. What are they buying? They couldn't even tell me. They were just like, yeah, we don't know. Like, it's just the most random stuff ever. And I was like, okay, what do I do? And they were like, we're just going to have to send you a new card. And I was like, that's so awesome, because I'm actually going away on Saturday. Like, am I going to, like, what do I do? They were like, yeah, it's going to take, like, 5 to 7 fucking business days until, like, you get your card. And I was just like, cool. Moral of the story is, do not use Temu and don't put your fucking bank details into it. If you really want that $2 elf primer dupe, just buy the real thing. Or just use PayPal, honestly, because I can't really track that. But still, just delete it. I just, like, deleted Temu straight up. I didn't even take my details off. I was just like, fuck this shit. So, yeah, I'm just, like, waiting for my $400 back. And the fact that I was, like, on my private story, like, oh, my God, guys, my Temu came, like, just shut up, like, I just got scared.
A lot of these people are having to shut down their bank accounts and open up a new credit card because of fraud transactions. Who's falling? Who's falling? Are you happy? Are you happy, girly? Are you happy, girly? Oh, you're so happy. Oh, you're so happy. Oh my gosh, you're so happy. I've never seen a happier dog. I've never seen a happier dog. Never ever. Wow. Wow. We just wanted some cuddles. So Temu is a legitimate shopping platform where you can buy real items for cheap, but several people on TikTok say they've been scammed out of money. And this is by Jennifer Frankton. As a woman in my 30s with 3 kids, there's nothing more exciting than finding an app where I can indulge in a little retail therapy and not break the bank. From false lashes to learning puzzles to Barbie accessories, I can throw in my kids' treasure box. Temu offers it all, and I mean all, and for a fraction of the retail price. Despite the hundreds of positive reviews the app has received, people continue to question whether Temu is a scam. After doing some digging, I uncovered a few viral TikTok videos that detail the unfortunate experiences people have had when shopping on the Temu app. Between their experiences, I'll jump into that down below, and my first-hand experience with the app, hopefully you can decide for yourself whether Temu is an app you should download or one that needs to be immediately deleted from your phone. Is Temu a scam? The answer isn't clear. Temu isn't a scam app because the products you order from it will arrive at your doorstep unless it gets lost in the mail or another issue arises with your order. I've ordered several times from Temu, and the only complaint I have had as of now is that the item sizes of certain products aren't accurately depicted in the photos. I thought I was receiving a full-size UV LED nail lamp when in reality I could only fit one finger under it at a time. That's actually because the lamp isn't for a full set of nails. It's for the Gel X nails, and you're supposed to do one at a time, cure it, and then actually cure it in a full lamp. Just FYI, in case anyone else thought, why can I only fit one finger under this UV lamp? It's because you do a quick cure so that the nail sticks down, and then you'll put it under the lamp so that it doesn't pop off before it has the time to cure. So that's why you have the one nail lamp. That side, I can't vouch for what Temu does behind the scenes, meaning where it stores your credit card information and who it shares that information with. But if you were to ask TikToker Fevia, she'd tell you Temu is a scam because it sold her bank details to the black market. The social media user says that over the course of 2 months, she had 3 pages worth of debits taken out of her bank account, and it all happened after she shopped with Temu. Now you're probably wondering why she never noticed the transactions, and the answer is pretty simple. The debits came out in small increments, $3 here and $1 there. While she did say she received suspicious activity warnings, she assumed the notifications were a scam, as we all do. It wasn't until she wasn't able to use her bank card that she contacted her bank to find out what was going on. After looking into her account, her financial institution informed her about the 3 pages of debits, all of which occurred out of the country. The moral of the story, that she recommends people not use Temu and don't put your bank information in the app. Another TikToker says she had $500 taken out of her bank account after shopping with Temu, and that is Shy011. She uploaded a Stitch video to Fevia's video.
She's not lying. Currently, I'm going through the same thing. I don't know if it was because of Temu, but the situation happened right after I made some purchases from Temu, and I was already sketched about the website, but I've heard good stuff about it. But I checked my account like last Friday. I was at $1. $1. And I called my bank immediately. It happened like fast. I wasn't getting like monthly charges. It all happened at once, and they broke it down to like $23, $5, $1. Like, it was broken down, so my bank didn't tell me nothing. Next thing you know, $500 gone, and I just had gotten paid, so luckily I paid my bills. But I'm like, this is not a joke. Like, you have to be careful, and I watched my bank closely, so.
Explaining a similar experience after she had been shopping with Temu. While Shyla didn't come out of the gate saying Temu is a scam, she did warn others that it might be. We're all saying might because we don't want to get sued. She says that shortly after shopping with Temu, she had $500 wiped off her account, and it happened fast, similar to Fevia. Shyla says that debits were taken out in increments rather than one large purchase to avoid getting flagged by the bank. Now, a few days after Shyla documented what she went through after shopping with Temu, Dimples Queen Nini took to the platform to explain why she was deleting the app.
It's been 1 week since I've ordered from Temu, and 48 hours ago, I found out that my credit card information has been stolen. If you're on my live the other day, you would have heard me say, oh my gosh, what is this? American Express is trying to contact me about fraudulent charges. Well, yeah, there it was. And here's what it looked like on my statement. Now, I don't know what that company is, but I think it's funny that they listed a phone number to give them a call back. And they probably did that because they know that it's fraudulent, and when you call, they're probably going to ask you for your details. So I absolutely did not call them. I called American Express.
Yeah, so my bank details got sold to the black market by Temu.
She's not lying. Currently, I'm going through the same thing.
So right after that charge appeared on my card, my friend China sent me an article that says that Temu is selling your information to the black web, dark web, whatever. Right after that, I saw 2 other creators talk about how their information was stolen shortly after shopping on Temu. So since I have 85% of women that follow me, and I'm sure all of y'all like cute, cheap clothes, I'm just making this video as a warning. I'm not saying that it's Temu. I'm just saying that there's an article about it. I'm saying what happened to me shortly after shopping there. My identity was stolen, and there's 2 other people that I've at least seen that says that their identity has been stolen. So be careful while you're online shopping. If you're shopping, do not use your regular card. Use either, I don't know, maybe Afterpay. I heard that it's safer to shop with that, or use a credit card that you know will actually return your money if your identity is stolen. Thank God that I have American Express because they're actually returning my money. If this was my bank account, they probably would have wiped it out. I would never use my actual card to shop online. Not my bank account card, nothing connected to my liquid cash.
The TikToker says that about a week after purchasing from Temu, her American Express credit card information was stolen. Ironically, a phone number for the company responsible for making the unauthorized debits was attached to her statement. Dimples Queen says she thinks the company did this so she would be prompted to call and hand over her information. Obviously she didn't, and instead contacted American Express directly to get help with her issue, which is what she should have done, which is great. You don't want to get further scammed. Now, if these stories aren't enough to convince you to stay away from Temu, my advice would be to shop using a virtual card created through QuadPay, Afterpay, or any other pay in full app that allows this. Obviously then it creates a one-time payment information rather than using your credit card and then you pay off that kind of one-time card with your actual card, but then that has nothing to do with Temu. So yes, if you don't want your credit card information stolen, use like Afterpay or something. Now, I have been saying this for a while. So there is a company called Safewise. Is Temu safe? With the tagline "Shop like billionaire," Temu has certainly given itself a lot to live up to. Designed to imply that prices are low enough that you can buy whatever you want without feeling the impact on your wallet, the phrase has garnered plenty of interest. Not all opinions have been positive, however, and many have been left wondering about the legitimacy of the site. So they explain what Temu is. Safety: is Temu trustworthy? So, promising low cost and fast shipping, Temu does somewhat live up to its tagline, but that doesn't mean it's all sunshine and rainbows. So, data security. And bear in mind, Safewise is like a safety company. Temu has copped a lot of heat for the data it collects and the fact that its parent company, PDD Holdings, is based in China. In fact, many have argued that the app is designed as spyware rather than an online shopping platform, which is exactly the same criticism of TikTok itself. So, it's interesting that Temu has blown up on TikTok, which they both have received the same criticism regarding them originating from China. We cannot comment further on the specifics of these claims as we're not legal professionals in that area. Exactly. What we will say, however, is that the same can be said for many popular apps. The biggest concern here is that multiple reports of banking and credit card information being stolen or leaked after use on Temu. People have taken to social media to warn others, and if you want total privacy, it's probably best to stay clear. Temu requests the same permissions as many other apps, and while this is quite invasive, whether or not it's a red flag, it's up to the individual. So, Temu controversy and rumors. The New York Post reported that Temu is collecting data for communist China. Temu's sister site, Pinduoduo, so PDD, was suspended by Google over malware, prompting Temu to erase all references to the tainted sister platform. So they are related to a platform that did not do great things to your devices. Fast fashion retailer Shein sued Temu in December, claiming intellectual property infringement, basically saying that Temu tried to trick consumers into thinking Shein and Temu were the same brand. Temu responded with its own suit against Shein, claiming that Shein is violating US antitrust law by prohibiting vendors from working with Temu. Now, so this is all like starting to enter like monopoly territory. A growing number of influencers are accusing Temu of being a scam, accusing the platform of everything from identity theft to promising products that show up very different from what you thought you ordered, or simply never arrive. And final word, so is Temu a scam? That really depends on what you consider a scam to be. As long as you're okay with sharing data that the app requires and can grapple with the site's potentially questionable ethics, you can get cheap goods of reasonable quality in a relatively quick time frame. There are definitely more security conscious options out there, but it comes down to personal preference as to whether it's worth having a look at what Temu has to offer. And I think that's a pretty good way of ending that. I personally will not shop from Temu. I will not do a sponsorship of Temu. If I ever do, I'm saying this now, if I ever get kidnapped and I have to put out some kind of a statement to let you guys know that I'm not safe and I'm in danger, it will be a Temu sponsorship. Then you will know that oh, whoa, like we need to call the police. Something's up with Angelika. She's gone missing. She's actually kidnapped currently. And she's being held hostage and we need to do something about it. I'm going to be like, hey guys, this video is sponsored by Temu. So you can get your Nintendo Switch for half price. I just don't agree with this. I think it's completely fine in your personal life to, if need be, look towards more reasonably priced items, but I, as someone who is financially stable, don't want to profit off of encouraging people to use such websites. So that is actually where I'm going to end this. The responsibility is not on you guys. The responsibility is on these brands to do what is ethical. And I think sometimes these brands don't. And that is not me saying Temu is ethical or not ethical. That's not me saying they harm or don't harm the environment. That is just my personal opinions on how I like to retail therapy. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Subscribe, hit the bell icon for engagement. And that will be it from me today. Bye guys.